Moving on, stakeholders in the health sector have questioned the motive behind the nomination of former Environment CS Aden Duale, who is increasingly becoming President Ruto's Mr. Fix-It, to head the health docket.
They warned that his nomination in the recent mini reshuffle would continue putting the critical sector in jeopardy and eventually leave it in the vegetative state, considering the governance issues that have dogged the sector since its devolution.
As Gloria Milimu reports, Duale has pledged to ensure the troubled Social Health Authority delivers its mandate.
What is this unique talent that Honorable Duale comes with to the ministry? That's the question we're asking for. He's a politician.
Sentiments that continue to characterize the recent move by President William Ruto to make his second cabinet reshuffle, touching on the ministry. The change of guard at the helm of the Ministry of Health that comes barely 7 months since a new blood was injected at the troubled Afya House has left a bad taste in the mouths of stakeholders.
The Nairobi River Cleaning Project, 5 billion shillings later, there's nothing to show for it, honestly. Yeah. Then you bring him now to healthcare at its most critical time when you are struggling with the implementation of the UHC.
They claim the former Environment CSS appointment is only meant to protect certain interests. And as the motivation behind the appointment of the new health minister remains shrouded in secrecy, caution has been issued.
There are just too many interests. And I'm sure some of those interests are what has informed the current appointment.
Whereas others are of the opinion that the outgoing Cabinet Secretary Deborah Barasa, who took the baton from her predecessor, former Health Minister Susan Nakhumicha, who was axed in the previous reshuffle, ought to have been allowed more time to implement policies and streamline the sector given her background in health. Others, however, are of a divergent opinion.
She seemed not to understand the policies. And of course, she was a passive leader who could not make any decision, who could still talk but not act.
The newly appointed CS Aden Duale, while speaking Wednesday after his appointment, said the health docket is crucial for the country and that he would work hard to ensure it delivers.
Just like I did in my 18 years public service. I will not work for myself. I will work for the people of Kenya.
But questions continue to linger on. Why both the Jubilee and Kenya Kwanza governments have seemingly failed to make the health sector tick. Uhuru Kenyatta's regime also witnessed similar changes that saw 3 cabinet secretaries steer the docket. President Ruto seems to have followed suit. However, whose interests are the frequent changes meant to serve, considering that the Ruto's regime has also seen at least 2 out of the 3 principal secretaries his government has had in the ministry changed?
Public healthcare especially is intentionally being sabotaged to allow private profiteers. Or the same people who are supposed to be running the public healthcare system are the same very people who own private hospitals.
The outgoing health minister's 7-month stint at the Ministry of Health was no doubt one that was rocky. However, will Ruto's new pick navigate the murky waters of Afya House to deliver health for all? Gloria Milimu, KTN.